Hi, I'm Greg.
Hi, I'm Will.
So we're moving on with our epic update series now that we've been there and ridden most of these rides.
Yes, most.
And we're going to talk about Ministry of Magic today.
Yes.
So, just as a recap, we threw out a ton of options that they had filed on elevator patents, and all those were wrong. We did an update because we had found a vendor they were working with called Simtech out of Germany. And that actually did end up being what it was, and what that looks like is what's called a hexapod, which is basically the Spider-Man or Transformers ride that's more kind of higher up. It's almost like a scissor lift, but you have all the different struts. They can move you up and down.
It's kind of like a scissor lift because there is a part where it pushes you up.
Yeah. Well, I mean, a scissor lift kind of goes up and down, and this can move you in all directions.
Yes.
Just a lot more range of motion.
But it does jolt you up at one part.
A lot more range of motion than Spider-Man would be. And then it can also rotate. And we'll put the pictures in here. Simtech does have a patent on this. It's pretty broad. A couple of them have to do with that screen that we were talking about that we were wondering if they would have that comes down in front of the cart. They obviously do not have that, but essentially it's the elevator on this.
What screen that comes out in front of what cart?
This one, C26 right here. We talked about this, if they would have this. So it's a screen. So if this was the elevator, so if you had an elevator on this lift, you could have a screen that rolls over if they were in a part they didn't want you to see what was happening. Yeah. They could do, that's what they talk about in this. But that's not something they did, but they did use the ride base, and it's essentially an elevator stuck on the top of this. They have some pretty broad claims. I'm assuming, it's a little hard. I tried to kind of see as much as I could. It's dark. It's hard to see under the elevators, but you can kind of see the mechanisms a little bit.
Is it like you go around the ride, and before you go into that first screen, it kind of goes whoop?
Yeah.
Like, I'm wondering, like, when they'll put you down. Like, when do they put you down?
At the end. Oh. Or you move around the whole time. They're up and down. That's why they do it. Yeah. So that's pretty much it. The patent that's going to go till 36. So we got another good 10 years on this thing. So I'm assuming that will cover the vendor's patent. Will basically cover, Universal has a license to use this since they worked with them. And that'll cover anyone from copying that exact ride vehicle.
But after 10 years, someone can copy it?
Yeah, you can use the same thing. It goes in the public domain, it said. So there it is, moving, kicking people around in Figure 2A. Any thoughts on the Ministry of Magic?
No. It is a really fun ride. The screens didn't really bother me. I don't really get bothered by stuff like that, but it was actually really fun. Like there were a lot of cool animatronics, Death Eaters. Like those Death Eater animatronics, like were really cool. Like they could just literally be people. But yeah, like there was a fun like little rhino animatronic.
Little, huh?
Not little, not little, not little. But speaking of rhino, in that scene, before you see the rhino, like Hickory, Dolores' house elf, like go up to her and be like, "Stop, miss!" And then and Dolores wraps her up in like a snake, and then she like does a spell, and what's supposed to look like is that you're going down, and what I think it is that there's the screen. And then there's like a little through a non digital railing in front of you that scrolls up with another screen to show you the rhino. And what I believe, people said there used to be a drop on that part. I think that's where the drop used to be, right there. But my dad thinks differently. He thinks the drop is where the rhino bunts you.
Oh yeah, I don't know. Do we think it's on? I know there's this one that they supposedly turned off for a while, but I can't remember if it was on or not. Yeah.
The queue was actually really good. The atrium's the best part. Like that main part is so cool. Then there's the Hickory animatronic. There's like the locker room, which it's now Ron and Harry. Work there now.
So anyway, good ride. It was fun. Yep. A lot of screens.
Yeah, me and Dad did it twice.
Yeah. So I like the queue a lot too.
Yeah.
So, anyway, anything else?
Not that I can really think of. Oh, me and my dad kind of agree on this. I didn't notice it when we wrote it like the 2 times, but then after watching some videos, I saw it. In like the Monsters Unchained pre-show, like Victoria Frankenstein, that's the only Victoria Frankenstein with a projected face. All the animatronics mostly all the animatronics on Ministry have projected faces, and those faces are way worse than Victoria's.
I don't think hers is great either. The projected faces, I know they improved it over
Yes.
what Disney had done like in Frozen, but it's still
Yeah,
weird.
Frozen is just bad.
Well, they're getting rid of that, so they're putting in real ones. And I think that's what
Epic
Universe should do.
Yes.
All right. Sign us off.
Bye.